Hey guys, I'm André.
And I'm Gustavo, and we are going to host this podcast, which we call Flip Flop the Pun. Try saying the podcast's name, and you will realize why we put the pun on the title. It's a really fun detail, and we had to do it.
Flip flop. Oh yeah, it's very difficult to say it. Today we're gonna talk about something about CFET's electronics course.
Do you know anything about electronics? It is a famous technology area nowadays. If you are listening to this podcast today, you might be grateful by this, because our cell phones, notebooks, everything that is a digital invention were created using the electronic logic.
Certainly, Gustavo, electronic logic is something crucial for every digital thing, and the topic of this podcast is exactly that.
A subject very important in the electronics course is digital systems, and it's based on the binary system. In sum, the binary system is made by only ones and zeros, nothing else. Having said that, I've invited André to talk about digital systems.
Thank you for the invitation, Gustavo. Digital systems is a subject that I like a lot, and particularly, I'm very good at. Firstly, you will learn about the binary system that Gustavo said earlier. And after it, you will learn about logic gates, which are essential for calculating the binary system.
Finally, you will learn about the flip-flops. Dude, we are not joking when we say it's a pun. Okay, so you will learn about them and how they are used on almost everything in electronics course.
Another important subject is electronics fundamentals. In this subject, you are going to learn about the, obviously, fundamentals. Most of them are laws or formulas, which will be very important for you during the course.
Certainly, Andre. In electronics fundamentals, you will learn about the electrical circuits and how to analyze them too. Now, talking about the course, in general, it can be hard, tiring, difficult, and stressful sometimes. But the advice is, don't give up. It will be really rewarding when you start understanding everything.
For sure, Gustavo, you will even start to think it's easy, especially because the teachers are good and they have amazing ways to teach us all we need to learn. In addition, they are supportive and they are always there when you need some help.
Okay, but now let's talk about you, the listener, who is in doubt of enter or not in Cefet, especially in electronics course. I'm not the best person to talk about this evening because I joined Cefet to study for free in a good quality school. So I need your help on that to talk about your desire to join there and your choice in electronics.
Yeah, I was very excited when I've heard more about electronics. I had seen too many projects that the students had done during the course and I've loved it. My mom told me about the process to enter there. I started studying to get in Cefet and here I am. I knew that it was a very difficult course, but my excitement was higher.
So, Andre, do you regret on choosing electronics?
Of course not. I'm liking the subjects, the teachers, and obviously the components names, especially flip-flop.
I know that I am an electronics student too, but I'm gonna ask you pretending that I am the listener, alright?
Sure.
What is flip-flop?
Oh, I wasn't expect that. Flip-flop is a very scary word that I heard when I was at the first year in Cefet. My friend Gabriel told me that the electronics course would be more and more difficult every day. And then he said, we are getting close to learn about flip-flop JK Slave Master. I haven't know if I would cry or laugh, because it was a very scary name. Then, when he told this name for the rest of my friends, everyone was so scared and they started to think about giving up from the course.
Yeah, I remember that. For those who don't know, I'm from the exactly classroom of Andre. I was so scared too. So when listeners think about enter in electronics, they need to know more information about another things, right?
Yeah, of course. What kind of information do you think they need to know?
I'm talking about location, schedule.
Oh yes, they must know these informations.
So obviously you all know where Cefet is located, right? Maybe you don't know, but some courses, including electronics, are separated by the rest. There are two Cefet's campus that are nearby, the one and the second. The one is the most famous, the Nova Suissa's neighborhood unit, and the other one is in Nova Gamaleira's neighborhood, the electronics unit.
Yeah, we study regular in the technician school at Nova Gamaleira's unit, and we have to go to the Nova Suissa's unit once a week. At the first year, we only have 2 days that we have the technician course in the afternoon. At the second year, we have the most time routine. We have to stay there 3 days a week. And finally, we had the most slight schedule at the 3rd grade, that we have technician course twice a week.
Okay, Andre, I think that's it. We had explained the most general information and the biggest internal plan of the electronics course.
Yes, Gustavo, we've had a great conversation about this topic. I hope that the listener has liked it.
For sure. Thank you all for listening, and see you soon.
Bye!